I am here at Richard Craniums, joined with a fellow Youper, Don.
What's up, everyone?
It's very exciting to get to sit down with fellow Youpers in Green Bay, Wisconsin, on South Broadway in what is now known as the Shipyard District. This is what I like to call Chuckin Around.
You call it Chuckin Around?
Yeah, this is Chuckin Around. I just want to point out what my favorite aspects of this place. This has been a favorite place of mine for years. I've been coming here. I've gotten to know you over the years, and as you've grown not only as a bar owner, watch this place just morph into something completely new, and all for the better. And you've also taken on many different roles throughout. We'll get to those in a little bit.
Sure.
We're also going to play a game throughout this.
Oh, gosh.
Called What the Chuck or Fact.
I'm in.
Okay.
What the Chuck or Fact.
And
all right.
they'll just be sprinkled in throughout the interview. Like, all of a sudden, I just might be like, boom.
Fair.
All right.
I'm in.
The first thing I want to get to is what I really enjoy about this place is the environment. It's friendly. The staff is friendly. But if you act a fool, obviously you'll be treated like one. So don't do that.
You've seen that happen a time or two before.
I mean,
also.
I've been a fool, so
yeah.
Let's be honest. He still lets me back in. But sporting games, I love coming here to watch sports, and it is Packers season. Unfortunately, the Badgers football isn't playing, but Brewers are in swing, and even during the Bucks, you have specials going on. Why don't you tell us about
Elaborate
that?
on that a little bit? Well, as of the date of this recording, this is the inaugural 2020 Packer game, so we're in on that. But, so we always have a good sports crowd that comes through here. Whether it's Brewer games, like you said, we have different specials for each team. Packers today, our projectors are down. We have giant projection screens that show off the games and another dozen TVs on top of that. Whenever the Packers score a touchdown, you get a free Jell-O shot. Problem is we have so many people here that we can't daintily hand them off to everybody. Yeah. So we throw them at people. We throw them at their heads.
I mean,
so you have to be able to catch it, be alert.
Yeah.
Know that they score a touchdown, be able to turn around. I'm not whipping them at 80 miles an hour. I do a lot of lobs and stuff, but
it's not pitching them at you, but it's like as if you were downfield and you needed to catch that touchdown.
It's more of a Cutler than a Rogers throw, I guess, if I were to put that into a comparison.
That's going to come in later, by the way.
Yeah, that is going to come in later. We do have a penalty flag special where there's a chance you can drink for free in between penalties as well. Every time you purchase a drink at one of our Packer games, you enter for a chance to win a $1,000 bar tab at the end of the year. We always joke, what would you do with a $1,000 bar tab? We've been doing that for over half a decade now. It's been working great. But when he talks about family, it's just a great group of people that come through here. We have a dry erase bar. We write your name down so we don't forget it because we're really good at that. And we have chargers that you can charge your phones with on the bar as well. So if you ever come in with a dying battery, then we got you covered there. So just everything I always wanted to have in a bar, I put into here so I can be able to come here and enjoy the place.
You know, I'm glad you brought up the charger thing because I've been coming here for so many years that it's just automatic to me. I don't even think about it as a feature. But if you're in a dire situation where you're like, oh my gosh, my phone is dead, don't worry. You've got iPhone. You've got USB-C. Cords. You've got
the Samsung, three different chargers. Types. We always this started with me a few years ago. I always got sick of people with the Friday night, can you charge my phone for just a couple minutes sort of thing. So we would do it, but then we'd see 2 or 3 phones left over the next day. It got a little obtuse, so we put in these chargers so people can take care of it themselves.
What do you got, 4 or 5?
There's a half a dozen.
Six.
Yeah, 6 sets of chargers back there. So.
That is fantastic.
Works
I like that. So we got games covered. By the way, you already kind of gave this away. I was like, you give out a free shot every time. Oh no, every time the Packers score, you give out a free shot. So this is What the Chuck or Fact.
What the Chuck or Fact, part 1.
Yeah, this is gonna be an easy one.
All right.
You give out a free shot every time a train passes by.
What the Chuck?
That is what the Chuck. But you really should. I think
that is something that's been given to us. When I first bought this place 7 years ago, I always joked that if we ever did that, I would go bankrupt because the train passes by here at least every other hour.
I mean, I haven't seen one pass by yet. So.
I could do a deal on a train when it goes by. Stay tuned. There's probably going to be something like that eventually in the future.
Ooh. Hey, that's insider information right there. I didn't even know about that. Okay, so we did that. Now let's get to some serious topics here because, I want to feature the fun side, but over the years, Tavern League, speak about that. Speak about the evolution of the Tavern League and how you got to where you are.
Yeah, so basically, I joined the Tavern League of Wisconsin in Brown County about 4 years ago because I learned about the Safe Ride program. If you guys aren't familiar, if you had too much to drink at a bar that offers a Safe Ride program through the Tavern League, you get a free ride home. We pay so much per voucher, and then the Tavern League comes up with that money to get funded, basically, so they can keep it going. Well, I was so passionate about it, and we use it so much here that I took over as Tavern League president a few years ago, and we've quadrupled our Safe Ride usage in Brown County in that time. So very passionate about it. I think that we can coexist with drinking responsibly and traveling, and that's what we try to utilize here as much as possible.
For real, I have utilized that a time or two, and I think it's a fantastic program. You're also the president. I mean, let's not just let that slide under the radar.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been about 3 years I've been president. It's been a labor of love. It's been a lot of work, especially this year with all the extracurriculars that have been happening with our economy and our businesses and stuff. So it's been a lot of hard work, but it's very rewarding at the same time too. So I'm happy to do it.
That is awesome. I mean, I've seen a lot of the work from the inside out that you've done, and teaming up with other bars in the area and getting them on board with Safe Ride, because I know a lot of taverns or places are kind of like,
a lot more places are using it now because they learn the value of it.
Prevalent, especially in Brown County, where it's just nailed down. What the Chucker fact?
Ooh, part 2.
Yeah, you're a Bears fan from the UP, like we mentioned earlier. I really don't know how that happened, to be honest, and I can't agree with it. Okay, go ahead.
We didn't mention earlier that I am a Bears fan.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for a lot of people in this town, that I do root for Chicago. I'm always a businessman first, a football fan second. If the Packers win, we do a lot better here, so I'm not against the Packers winning. But when they play Chicago, there's a series of events that happen here as a result.
What the Chucker fact?
Okay.
The Bears still suck.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to bat 1,000 on what the Chucker fact, but I gotta say, what the Chuck?
It is fact. And I revert back to look at their recent record and the amount of QBs they've had over the last 30 years.
The last 2 years I've been to 2 Bears games, okay? Last year was the Bears versus the Packers at Lambeau. If you guys remember this, it was the game to which the Packers knocked the Bears out of elimination for the playoffs. The game I went to the year before was the infamous double doink at Soldier Field in the playoffs versus the Eagles. Pair that with all of the bets I lost here at the bar, and I think that I am the kiss of death of the Chicago Bears. So you're welcome. Great man.
You guys have a killer Bloody Mary here. Like, you have entered contests in Green Bay and have just been dominating. I'm sure when other bars and establishments see the fact that Richard Craniums has entered, they're like,
No, we do good. So our Bloody Marys, we have won competitions around Green Bay. There's a Greater Green Bay Bloody Mary bar crawl, which we won for the past 3 years. And we don't do anything frilly or cute with it. Beef stick, cheese stick, pickle, olive, mushroom. The mix is really, really good. A lot of people come in.
That's the key. I'm sick of seeing these decked out Bloody Marys where the mix actually tastes like garbage. Actually, speaking of which, hold on. I gotta go get one right now. I gotta go get one right now. By the way, that's what it looks like.
Good brand recognition.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Very simple. Let's talk about your menu because it's very basic.
Yeah,
but very nummy.
We're a bar first, right? We don't want to be conveyed as this fancy restaurant that kicks out all these awesome food items and stuff. I mean, we're a bar first. Come in here, watch some sports. Our wings are arguably some of the best in town. I love them, but I'm biased because I own the place. You'll have to come in and try them yourself. 14 different sauces to dip them in, and everything else is just your regular bar fare. I mean, we do basket combos, we do cheese curds, we have a sandwich called the Cranium, and it's a hydrant garlic cheese bread with wings inside. It's very hearty, very, very heavy. It's good. A lot of people love it here. But our menu is available online. We do have Uber Eats and Eat Street. And our pizzas are by Hydrant, and they just came out with this bacon cheese curd pizza that we've been just going nuts with in here. So, good bar fare.
Shout out to Hydrant because they make very good pizzas.
They do a good job. Made in Green Bay.
Yep. Also local.
Yep.
And it's all deep fried. Let's just put it out what it is.
Yeah, it's an auto fryer that we use to kick out our food. So
it's very good. Soak up either the hangover
not
or
a lot
maybe
of diet items, not a lot of gluten free.
Maybe at 10 p.m. you need a little soaking up, but Yeah, that's
Yep.
exactly what you are.
Good
You're a bar
appetizers
yeah.
for lunch, good dinners, good snacks. Yeah, kitchen's open until 1 a.m.
All right, what the chuck or fact?
Ooh, round 3.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, the Wisconsin Tavern League was created 2 years after Prohibition ended.
Well, wait, let me think real quick because it was 1935. So I'm going to say what the chuck.
It is a fact.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No kidding.
When it was
I didn't
created
know
in
that.
1935, Prohibition had ended 2 years before that.
Huh. I thought Prohibition ended earlier than that. Well, I suppose Great Depression.
I think it was a state-by-state thing, though.
Yeah, that
You
would
know.
make sense. That would make sense.
Just like everything today, state by state.
Well, now you guys learned something today too.
See,
The
I
more
don't
you
just
know.
I don't just try to drop garbage on everyone, and that one I'm doing my homework
You
too.
pegged me.
Yeah, oof. Not that way though. Okay. I'm doing this because what is it? The first Monday of every month, you normally do something that is called Trivia.
Yeah, something I came up with because people have their bingo nights, which is pretty cool. People have their trivia nights, which a lot of people like to go out for. So I invented.
And they have their singos.
Yeah, they have singos too, or like a singing bingo. So I made up Trivia, which is trivia bingo. So we ask trivia questions, different categories, first Monday of each month, and the answer's on your bingo card. And we do different patterns and stuff to where you can win prizes and everything. Some really cool categories. The next one we have is going to be 90s television trivia. Like, that's specific, but I mean, it's enough to fill bingo cards with. So it's a lot of fun.
Study up on your Seinfeld.
Yeah, your friends.
Your friends. Everybody loved Raymond.
Home Improvement.
Married with Children better be on there.
Roseanne. Takes you back.
90s was the peak of the sitcoms.
I'm telling you, we're not even
like,
getting to The Simpsons.
because
right
like
now,
every
cartoons.
Because that's too easy by the
Yeah.
way. Because now everything's reality TV.
Yeah, we don't want to do that today.
This was totally scripted by the way.
Yeah.
So this is not.
Yeah, there's
real.
cue cards on the other side of this camera that we're reading.
I bought a prompter.
Yeah.
This is not even real. Let's talk about the funny signs.
Oh gosh, yeah. So we have a sign that's out in front of our bar, and everybody puts on their like different specials that they have. Like, hey, come in for a double bubble, which is buy one get one 11 to 6 weekdays. But what I started doing is just funny signs. Like I realized like we don't have to advertise when we just write down funny stuff that makes people laugh when they go by. It's pretty cool, and we get ideas from different patrons, internet research. My crazy brain, and we just put it on the signs and throw it out there.
Another thing, I do recall at some point last year, your Facebook photo was actually lifted and posted by a different bar elsewhere.
Yeah, in Minnesota? Was it in Wisconsin or Minnesota?
No, it was in Wisconsin, so shame on you.
A different bar posted our sign on
As their own.
on their page. Yeah, it was flattering. I mean, imitation's the best form of flattery, right? The one outside right now says, do you jiggle the pump handle at the gas station, or are you just rich? See, things like that. Yeah, brain works in mysterious ways. The one before that, I think, said Willy Wonka is the original Hunger Games. Which is accurate. I mean, it was just with chocolate instead. So
That is getting real.
So stay tuned. Keep an eye on our Facebook page. We always post the signs up there after they've been out for a couple of days. So
last thing I want to touch up on, and before I get to this, I want to propose an idea to you.
okay.
So I know that you have some games in here that people can play, and I propose that you have a basketball hoop behind the bar.
That's correct.
I propose that if I make all 3 of them, I get a free shot.
Okay, go on.
But if I don't, then you just get to make me a rancid ass shot.
Oh, deal.
Shipyard District, because this is relatively new, and this is the last thing I want to talk about before I get to my last trivia question.
It's so new they haven't even really labeled it as such yet. The Shipyard District is supposedly like from the viaduct from 172 on Mason going down towards the paper mills and the commercial businesses that are down Broadway.
So if you're not familiar with the viaduct and you just use landmarks as bars like I do, it's Rockabilly's.
Yeah, and Rockabilly's and Rum Runners up the way. And we have a stretch
yeah.
of bars, it's about a dozen of us or so. And it goes all the way to overtime past Cropsies as it stands right now. And one thing that's developed a lot over the past few years is the bar owners that are coming through here are just super engaged.
The relationships in this bar.
very
You guys
hands-on.
do a lot of poker runs.
Yeah,
or,
before the shutdown, we used to do a lot of bus crawls.
Yeah.
And we would raise money for local charities with it.
Bar
So you'd
crawls.
pay to go on a bus, it would take you from bar to bar. There'd be different themes like 80s or, something like this. And all the proceeds would go to different charities around Green Bay that we would do. It's just a way for us to see the neighbors and see how everybody's doing.
And that's the last thing I want to touch on is you do a lot of charity work here,
Yeah.
and it is very cool to see what is now known as the Shipyard District coming up. Like, a lot of people sleep on this part of Green Bay, and I'm telling you, this is my favorite part. If I'm going out, this is my favorite part because every bar it treats you as you are. They if you act a fool, they will treat you as such. But if you come in and have a good time, they'll have a good time with you.
Absolutely.
And that's what's important. But the best part is a lot of these bar crawls or what have you goes to charity. A lot of canned food drives.
Yeah. Actually, one event that's coming up in October that keeps people socially distant is there's a putt crawl that's coming up. So basically, there's 9 bars, and each one comes up with their own golf course inside the bar. And you pay, I think it's $60 per team of 4, and you travel from bar to bar and you golf the course. And you get a chance to win prizes at the end. It's Bourbon Street that's putting it together, so see Bourbon Street for details. It's right across the street from me, great place as well. So that's October 3rd at 11 a.m. A lot of fun. So looking forward to that. He's writing it down because he's probably going to get a team together now. We've been doing it for a few years now. The courses we put together here are nuts. Last year was an island bar that turned into like a plinko that bounced around on the pool table, and you're going to land into a pocket. So it's a lot of intricate things at different places.
I was just going to say, did you see the look on my face the entire time? The other thing that you did that I want you to bring back is the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, so we did a selfie scavenger hunt where you'd go from place to place. You'd find something inside the bar that you're supposed to, like a scavenger hunt, but you take a selfie next to it to prove that you saw it, and then you would travel from place to place there. Once again, we choose a charity and raise money each year for that. And now that we're starting to become more comfortable going in and out of the establishments and that we're open back up and swinging back into things, it's something we can possibly bring back in the future too.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
I love a good
It's hard with events right now just because you don't want too many people in the place. You want people to be aware, socially distant, be able to follow the guidelines that the WDC recommends for this health situation. But we're doing the best we can.
So keep an eye out for 2021 is about to be lit for Richard Craniums.
I think everything's going to be
because you got this new patio area out here that we didn't touch on, but I do have video and pictures of that. You will see. Last question now. What the Chuck?
Oh.
You have not done very well.
I'm 2-1 right now. Oh, I'm 1-2. This is a break even. Goodness.
Last one. Fox River flows from south to north.
One of 2 rivers in the state of Wisconsin that does. I'm going to say true.
And he comes out 500 on that. I'm going to go over here. We're going to go down by the bar. I'm going to play this hoops game. And then we're going to see if Chuck wins a free shot or if he's got to take a nasty one. And more than likely, I'm going to have to take a nasty one because
I'm going to make it pretty bad, too.
Oh, my God.
3 in a row. That's hard to do. All right. Hey, thanks for having me today, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. See us down there. We're going to take a quick pause. You ready to do this? All right. So the bet is this. He's going to play hoops. If he makes 3 shots in a row, he gets the shot of his choice. Heck, I'll even throw in a $10 bar tab. Woo! If he loses, he takes a shot of my choice. It ain't going to be pretty. So I don't know who you guys are rooting for, but I'm rooting for me.
This first shot is crucial. It's big pressure on the first shot right off the cuff.
Let's see how many you can get.
I gotta go back.
By the way, anybody can play this game. Stop the Richard Craniums.
I gotta go back to my childhood. You know, maybe I need to take my pinky rings off. Hold on.
A lot of people think they play basketball in high school when you do this game. It's literally a Nerf ball that's plastic hoop. Alright, so you don't need skill.
About to fail on the first one, so don't worry.
One short shot. Shoot short and quick. Oh! I didn't even count that one. Go ahead. Let's try another. Count that. Like a circus trick. That was their ball.
That was terrible.
All right, so the shot I chose for Chuck. It's called the Blue Dolphin. Have you ever had a Blue Dolphin before?
No.
Okay. Well, lean up here, my friend.
I've had a Blue Dolphin.
You have to take it from the bar, facing me.
Oh, you're splashing me with water.
I don't have any water.
There you are. I think I've had this before.
So it's called the Blue Dolphin. I
Yeah.
had my water.
Yeah. You know what? I've been tricked on this here before with that. Try again. Try again.
All right. should have felt for that, because now I'm going to pour you. You're not going to want. Oh, let's see. We have some bacon shark.
You can't get me that easy.
So now instead we're going to do bacon shark.
What?
Oh, what? This is bacon vodka.
I like vodka and bacon.
Little secret ingredient in some of our Bloody Marys.
Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Love to smell bacon in the morning.
Is this hot ginger Jaeger?
Yep, this is hot ginger Jaeger, also
Who
called
needs to make that?
shark. Named it that because it's the sound
I
you
like
make
Jaeger
after
too.
you've been drinking it.
This is not adding up.
Oh, there it is. I was gonna chill this, but I guess
No, there's no time
I don't
to
want to
chill.
waste the ice. So, tell you what, I'll make myself a bad shot too, okay? I'll take one with you.
Thank you.
Nobody likes Jack Daniels.
Oh, nobody does. That's right, everyone who orders a Jack and Coke.
Cheers, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
Enjoy it.
44. 2 reasons 41.
This guy can drink it.
Actually, I am a dumpster.
Very impressive.
Thank you, Don, once again.
Absolutely. Cheers,
Richard
my friend.
Craniums, Green Bay,
Take care, guys.
South Broadway.
Stop and say hey.